Students, today we are going to learn about data frame. So, how to create the data frame? We can create the data frame in many ways, and here you can see that we how to create the data frame using 2D dictionaries. So, here is the 2D dictionary, and through which we create the creating the data frame. Here is another way creating the data frame with dictionaries, and here is another way. So, you can create the data frame with different ways. Okay, here is the data creating data frame using the list. Here you can see that we have three lists and we are creating the data frame. Okay, so we can create the data frame in many ways. So we are now we can see that when we create the data frame using list, we can change the names of the column. Suppose we are creating data frame with list, and you can see that we have here added the columns and indexes, and you can see if simply use the this command, so it will show the data frame by default, and it show the columns by default 012 and the indexes by default 012, but we can change these indexes and columns by giving the column and index clause. So you can see that here I have given column clause is 123, so column name these will be replaced by 123 in words, and index will be replaced by abc. So you can see that here is 2 comma. So you can see here we can change the column name as well as indexes with column clause and index clause. So you can use these, and now we can use the data frame attributes. So data frame attribute, there are different data frame attributes, and we can check that these data frame attributes. Let's start with the data frame attribute index. When we use the data frame attribute index, like this one df dot index, it will show the index of the data frame, that is the abc. See here, index of the data frame abc. Okay, if we use the columns, so it will show the columns as 1 2 3 columns, and it will show the columns as 1 2 3. Okay, you can see here. Now you can also check the access. Here is the axis, that is the x-axis. What is the data, what is the on the x-axis, what is the on the y-axis? So you can see here. Okay, you can also find the data types of these three types. So you can find the data types integer 64 for all the columns, all heading indexes. Okay, you can also find the size. So you can see the size of the index is 9, that is the 3 into 3, 3 row and 3 column. Okay, then next is the shape. It will show 3 into 3, that is 3 row and 3 columns. Okay, array, it is double dimension array, that is the 2D row and column, so it will show 2. Use the endim. This attribute will show 2 because it is double dimension array. It has the row and column, so double dimension array. Okay, last one is the empty attribute. Empty attribute show the true or false, so it will show false because it is this data frame is not empty, so it will show false. If the data frame is the empty, it will show true. Okay, so these are the data frame attributes. Now there are some data frame functions. So if you want to find the data frame length, you can find a like this len print ln df. Okay, so it will show the length of the data frame. You can see here length is 3. Okay, then count the data frame. It will count df dot count. So it will count at 333. One has three values, two column has three value, and three column has three values. So it will count that. Okay, so we can use these functions in our programming. Another one is the data frame transpose. Transpose means to transpose the column into row or row into column. So this heading will become the index and this one become the column name. Okay, so you can see here, you can compare here 1 2 3 came here as index and abc come here as the column name. Okay, so this one known as the transpose, t for transpose. Okay, so these were the functions. And another one is the values, so that is for array. So now how to assess the data from the data frame. So for accessing the data from data frame, we use another uh, this one, we use this data frame. So you can see that this is the data frame we have already. And now how to access the data from this data frame. Okay, suppose it is when we print the df, it is showing all the columns with all the rows. Okay, then if you want to particular column, so we can use the particular column like this one, df dot and give the column name. Okay, so it will show only population column. You can see here only showing the population column. If we remove this one, so it will show only population column. Okay, you can see that this is the population column, right? If you want to see the comparison, print df and we have blank spaces and you can see the differences. Okay, see the only showing the population column when we give the population only. Okay, so what column we will give, it will show that column, right? So suppose we give the another columns, multiple columns, we want to give the another multiple column, so we give like this one in bracket and give the column name in bracket, give the column name like I'm giving schools, then hospitals. Then we can check that. You can see there school and hospital. So here you can see that I have interchanges and I use the schools column, so it contains the school value here, and when I use the hospital columns, it is showing there. Okay, so we can access the columns like this. If we interchange hospital and schools, it will interchange the value also. Okay, so uh, we can do like this one as through accessing the columns. Now accessing through rows, suppose you want to access through rows, so how to use the rows? Again we use df dot loc for accessing the rows like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai. Okay, loc and give the that row name like I am giving Delhi. ठीक है, दिल्ली and comma and column sign. So see how it's showing. See, for Delhi column, population is 10927986. You can say that population is 109278 Hospital is 189. School is 7916. So it is showing this one value of Delhi column with Delhi row. Okay, so you can check like that. If you want to use the multiple, you can also check the multiple rows. Okay, for multiple rows, like we use the Mumbai, comma, colon, Kolkata, Kolkata, then comma, then colon. Okay, so you can see that now it is showing the value of Mumbai and Kolkata only, because we have specified Mumbai and Kolkata only, right? Suppose if we give the Mumbai and Chennai, so what happened? If we are giving the Mumbai Kolkata, only showing the Mumbai Kolkata, but if you give the Mumbai Chennai, so see what happened. It is showing three. Both I have given the Mumbai Chennai, but it is also showing Kolkata, because it is showing from Mumbai to Chennai. So in between what we have, it will also show. Okay, so because we have used the column expression, right? Then LOC function, through LOC function we can access the rows also. Select the rows also. Another function is the ILOC. ILOC used for index location. So find the I for index. So we can also access through index. Okay. So like suppose you want to access through index, how we can use df dot ILOC, and in bracket we give the index values, right? Like 0 colon 2 comma 1 colon 3. So this one is for index, accessing through index. So you can see here I have given 0 2. Okay, so 0 2 means it will access the 0 0 and first row. 2, when we give the 0 2, it means 0 and 1, because we always give 1 plus in this index. So it will access the value 0 and 1. So it will access the 0 and 1 row. For this one is for row, and this one is for columns. Next one is for columns. Okay, here you can see that what access first and second heading, first and second heading, not 3, because we always use plus 1 this. So 0 1 row and 1 and 2 heading. So here you can see the heading, this one is the 0 and this one is the 1 and this one is the 2. So it will show Delhi Mumbai row and hospital school as column. Hope you got it. Okay, so we can access this type. So you can check that, and you can also access this type of commands, the LOC and LOC. And what type of commands it will give is, let's suppose like we in exam given that a data frame, and you can find the give the like display the row 2 to 4 both inclusive, like display the rows 2 to 4 both inclusive, display the columns item type total profit, like this one it can give. Okay, so do the exercise from the book, and you can find, if having any doubt you can ask here, right? We can also find the selective uh, value, like if you want to see the population of Delhi only population of Delhi only, so you can use like df dot population of Delhi, so in bracket Delhi. Okay, so it will only show the population of Delhi. You can see that population of Delhi is the 10927,986, so it will show the population of Delhi only. Okay, so you can access these type of values like this. Suppose you want to see the how many schools in Chennai, how many schools in Chennai, so you can access these like df dot add in bracket, give the city name Chennai, comma, and schools. Okay, so you can see that it will show the number of schools in Chennai. Now, Chennai number of schools in Chennai is 7616. So you can find like that. Okay. We can also add the new columns with new values in this table. Okay. So how to use the new column with new value? Use like df dot df and in bracket give the new column name, uh, whatever you can give, destiny density equal 1219. I'm taking the example from the book. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, not taken df density equal 1219. One minute, it's not showing. Let me check that. Here you can see that we have earlier we have these three columns, and the new columns has added density, and all values of density is 1219 because here it has already specified 1219. So the all the values has specified 1219. You can also change these values by giving the multiple values whatever you want. So if you want to add multiple values, then and different values for each and every rows, so you can see give that 1219 comma 1500 comma comma, okay, 1234. So we can give like that. Now check again. So you can now see here the value changed according to these values. Okay, so we can change like this. We can also add new rows also. Okay, like columns, I have already added column, that is the density. You can add also rows. So for rows we use the add statement like this one. Suppose we want to add rows, we give the space and use command df dot add and give the whatever city you want to add, that is Bangalore, comma, column equal 1200. Print PF. Okay. So you can see that a new row has added with value 1200, right? If you want to change the values, these values also, so you can change it by giving the different values here. So give like 1200, comma 1200, comma 1400, comma 2500, comma we need to have the four values, so 3600, and you can check that we have changed the value 1200, 1400, 2500, 3600. So you can add the value like that, right? We can also change the any value of the uh, data, like suppose we want to change the population of Mumbai. So how do we change? We df dot population, and we give the city name, that is Mumbai. Okay, and equal to जो value देनी है आपको, equal to whatever you want to give, as you want to 5 6 8 9 7. Okay, and now check that we need to print that again. Print here, and we say the difference. You can see here 1 2 5 6 8 7 for Mumbai population. We have given here 1 2 5 6 8 7. So you can see the difference here. It was 1 2 6 9 1 8 3 6, and when we changed it, it had changed the value here. Okay, so we can modify the single cell also, and when when you want to drop any a column, means when you want to remove any column, you can also remove that. For that you have to give the command del del and df and the column name. We remove the density. Okay, and again we give the printf so that it will show the output. Printf. So you can see here density has removed now. Okay, so you can remove any columns which you have created with del command, right? So we can do like that, and do these commands from your book, and we'll do the next is the boolean indexing. You can also change the indexing with boolean data, uh, by giving true false. It's a simple, just you need to give the true false value. Okay, like we have given here, you can see that here index abcd, and you can give here true false, so it will change to the true false. Okay, you can change this index with true false, so it will named as the boolean indexing, true false, true, and you can see that ABC will be replaced by true false. True false. This one called as the Boolean indexing. Okay, so you can do that. The Python Panda chapter has finished now. In next video, we will learn about the chart, how to create chart, pie plot. Okay.